Good morning. Welcome to Woodland Chapel Center for Spiritual Living. And I can't say it quite as awesome as Don says, but I'm sorry, I won't even try. So, all right. Is there anyone here for the first time today? Okay. All right. Well, welcome back home to everyone who is here. And if you were at Reverend Moore's retirement party yesterday, it was a smashing success. And there's a little bit of cake left downstairs. So after the service, if you didn't get to go to the reception, you can still have the cake. So there was a card here, and if you guys are not getting a weekly email and you're just feeling terribly left out because you don't have enough emails, there's a yellow card here in front of you that you can fill out and drop in the offertory basket, and we'll make sure that you get plugged in and get a weekly update email on what's going on, because we have been in transition, as you know, with Moore's retirement and whatnot, but we're moving forward with great enthusiasm, and we got a lot of stuff coming up that is really fun and good and lovely for all of us. So next week, I believe, is Soup for the Soul. And that's the soup is always awesomely delicious. And it's our fundraiser, and we do maintenance around here. And if you see anything that needs fixed, I think there's a little basket you can make a note in case somebody doesn't notice it. And then come have soup next week and join our fundraiser. It's actually super good soup every week. Okay, next week is also Woodland Chapel's annual business meeting. And I know that sounds so exciting, but if you have any questions, which some of you do, we'll be there to answer them, and you'll get a financial report and a report of the year and all of that. So, and then next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, third Wednesday is lit up. I'm not even going to try to figure out which Wednesday it is. It isn't this Wednesday because it was last Wednesday, so a week after that. And I've been going to that. I've been coming down, and you guys, I live an hour away, so I have been staying for that because it is that wonderful a gathering, and it's really, really powerful. So that's a week from this Wednesday, and on the 18th. And I believe all of this is on the back of your bulletin, so do take that home. And I do want to mention one thing. We have a class coming up. Cheryl Guess is going to do our prayer this morning. Is teaching Beyond Limits, which, look at the title, Beyond Limits, which tells you a lot about that. Are we setting limits for ourselves and moving beyond limits? So consider that. It starts February 24th, which is a Tuesday night here at 7 o'clock. Sure. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock to 8:30. But if there's any people that are interested in having the class during the day, I'm willing to teach 2 classes, so that I know some people don't like to drive at night. So if you could just let us know what day would work for you, and I'll take a consensus, and I'll offer it during the day as well. So I hope y'all will join us. It's a great class.
And I guess today is Super Bowl. Yeah. So all you people I hope you're watching online. Welcome if you're watching online, and I know some of you are. Probably staying home to watch the Super Bowl, as is my husband, because I couldn't guarantee that I would get home in time for the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I know. It shows your priorities. I will mention it to him, or you can mention it to him next week. So, yeah, thank you, Cheryl, for your willingness to do all of that. And all right, and our speaker today, I just want to say, is Cheryl Ostrander. We have 2 Cheryls, so if you get 2 mixed up, one's O and one is G. And that's how we keep them apart. I love Cheryl Ostrander's talks. She's got such a wit about her, and she's actually extremely smart. And I never lose attention when she is speaking, so I'm really glad to welcome her here this morning. And Blaine and Annie, I haven't seen you for a while, so welcome back. All right. I think now we stand and sing.
Time to sing. You have to stand up. Words are in your bulletin if you need them.
I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Well, in my time of trouble, singing, God is so good. In my time of trouble, singing, God is so good. In my time of trouble, singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. In my time of triumph, singing, God is so good. Oh yes. In my time of triumph, singing, God is so good. In my time of triumph, singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Well, in my day is over, singing, God is so good. When my day is over, singing, God is so good. When my day is over, singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Every way, God is so good. Every day, every way, God is so good. Every day, every way, God is so good. My God is so good to me.
What happened this morning, Blaine?
Well, I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. My God is so good. My God is so good. My God is so good to me. Oh, yeah.
Good morning. So taking a minute to regroup. Taking all that energy that we created in this space and bringing it down into your heart. And you'll recognize this song as one of my favorites, our favorites, especially entering this week of Valentine's Day. Talking about love. And you'll recognize the song, join me in all the choruses. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. Letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my heart and I see there is only
gently say, there is only love. There is only love. It's a love that heals, a love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. Yes, there's only love. It's a love that heals, a love that sets us free. There is only love.
Together now.
There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
In this pure, beautiful space where the love is just filling the room, I am just so aware that we are all connected. We are all part of one spiritual being. We are just individualized aspects of this one power. And as we sit here today, listening to this beautiful message, I just ask you to open up your heart and your mind to a new way of thinking, a new way of seeing life, knowing that this life is a perfect life, that no matter how it's appearing in this moment, you are still living in divine perfection. And I know that each person here is by divine urge, that something within you resonates with the message today, and that you are here full of love, full of joy, full of the beauty that is this day, the beauty of the rain, the beauty of the clouds, the beauty that is God's gift to us, this planet Earth. And so knowing all of this, my heart is so full of gratitude for this being that has created me and created all creatures, all things, because everything is God. There is no difference in any of us. We are all connected. And so with this gratitude, I release my word to the law, knowing that everything unfolds today in divine perfection, and that each of us leaves with an openness and loving heart, taking with us a nugget of truth that has the potential to change our lives. So please join me now in saying, and so it is. I'd like to share with you the group affirmation. It's in blue in your program. Ready? I bring my real self to this center today, so you can embrace me just as I am. I know that we're better together, and so it is. Thank you. Amen.
Good morning. Who wants good news? Yeah. Trista Harris, author of Future Good, How to Use Futurism to Save the World, has good news for all of us. The future is not out of our control. It's determined by the choices we make today. When it comes to the future, we don't have a resource gap or a good idea gap. We have a belief gap. Ernest Holmes, founders of Centers for Spiritual Living, has this to say about today's reading entitled, Possibility Exists in the Mystery. The law knows us only as we first know ourselves. The Spirit controls the law. This is the great mystery, the limitless wonder of the universe, that which out of nothing can make something, but its nothing is really the substance of every something. Think about that. Watch the replay. Who among us can say with certainty what will happen 6 months from now, 4 days from now, or even 12 hours from now? Most of us cannot, and that is not a problem. It's an invitation. Anything can happen. This is the beauty of living in possibility and trusting the mystery of life. So often we try to predict, manage, and control outcomes in order to feel safe. Yet the truth is simple. None of us can know or control everything. The mystery is not going away. But rather than resisting it, we can choose to embrace it and consciously partner with its creative power. A world that works for all already exists in more than one place at the same time. It exists in the past when Sharif Abdullah wrote, "Creating a world that works for all." It exists in the present moment as we read his words, pray, envision, and speak this world into being. And it exists in the future as potential, waiting to be expressed when that future arrives. It will be experienced as the present moment. Our question then is not if this world is possible, but how we enter the mystery with awareness, shaping the probable and allowing the inevitable to unfold. How are we willing to close the gap between what we believe and how we actually live? One such gap appears when we place power outside of ourselves by anthropomorphizing God. When we rely on external sources, answers, channeling, crystals, angels, and even Jesus, as substitutes for our own spiritual authority, we unintentionally give away the very power we seek. This is why Ernest Holmes reminds us in the CSL Statement of Beliefs. We believe in the direct revelation of truth through our intuitive and spiritual nature, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. The power we seek is not elsewhere. It's already within us, waiting to be recognized, trusted, and expressed. And for our bonus affirmation, if you'd like to repeat after me, I release the need to know and control. I am a conscious co-creator with life and a living expression of possibility. I consciously shape my life through the thoughts I think, the words I speak, and the actions I take. I trust life to meet me there. Thank you.
Throughout the cultures of the world, they all seem to have an idea of what the afterlife might be like. Here's Neil Diamond's version of the afterlife. This was a song recommended to me by this lady over here. seen the flame, and I've been this way before. I'm sure I'll be this way again. For I've been refused, and I've been regained, and I've sung my song before. I'm sure I'll sing my song again, once again. For I've been released, and I've been regained, and I've seen your face before, and I'm sure I'll see your eyes again, once again. Where some people have to laugh, some people have to cry, some people have to get by without ever wondering why. Some people gotta sing, some people gotta sigh, some people never see the light until the day they die. But I've been released, and I've been regained, and I've been this way before. I know I'll be this way again, one more time again, just one more time. I've seen the light, and I've seen the flame.
I have a perch here, so. Not that anybody thinks I couldn't be seen, but I have a perch. I'm going to start writing my own introductions because, Reverend Julie, thank you for saying that I have wit, but I'm not sure I'm going to be funny today. So just disclaimer here, okay? I had not heard that song before. Blaine, it's a lovely song. Yes, thank you. I have other people's accessories here. I was looking out my upper story bathroom window one morning, and I happened to see a crow. It was perched on a spindly branch, and it was bobbing up and down and up and down. And I had this ridiculous thought, wow, that looks dangerous. Well, obviously a crow could fly away if that limb snapped, but I stood there and watched it for a while. And it brought to mind today's talk title, which is Getting Out in the Skinny Branches. And it's something I've heard for a long time from a friend, and we'll call her Judy. Well, actually, her name is Judy, so it's okay to call her Judy. She said that a lot, when I first knew her. And I didn't know her well, but that was something I remembered about her. And I realized that meant taking risks, that told me taking risks. And I was not a big risk taker when I first met Judy. I've learned to be more of a risk taker in recent years, and I
take them quite frequently. Not the scary kind, like laying down in the middle of High Street at noon and trusting God to protect me. That's risky. That's a risk that I don't take. So this month's theme is embracing the edge. And so when I heard that title, I thought, oh, please choose me. Let me talk about getting out on the skinny branches. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. For many of us, just standing up in front of people and talking is taking a big risk. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I have on good authority. I used to do some train the trainers workshops for a hospital corporation. I coordinated all their training materials, and I have it on good authority that there is greater fear in many people to stand up in front of a group than to die. Now, that sounded serious when I first heard it, but I saw the statistics. More people are afraid of standing up in front of a group than they are of death. How many of us feel that it's risky to be ourselves in front of other people? I won't ask for a show of hands. If you want to lift your pinky or something to, I don't want you to commit too strongly to this. Might be a risk to raise your hand, right? But yeah, I think that for a long time I labeled myself as shy. And one of our sons said to me, okay, are you shy, Mom, or are you just introverted? Huh? I don't know. You've known me all your life. You tell me. I don't know. But I will say that I really didn't feel comfortable being myself in front of y'all. I didn't. And we had this lovely reception for Reverend Moore's retirement, and I told my husband before I went, I said, I'm not that comfortable in group settings like that. And I showed it with somebody at the event and said, well, if I have a job to do, then I'm good. Well, I didn't have a job to do. So I sat with some people I knew well, and I was cool. But really, that is still something that from time to time that comes across with me. So if you see me finding, something to hide behind at a gathering, you'll know why. I'm going to take a risk here and talk about anthropomorphizing God, which just saying that, thank you so much, Catherine, for saying it, because I'm not always sure I can say it. Now, I agree that to see God as an entity outside of myself, I totally agree with our philosophy that is not the case. I mostly feel that God is an energy source around me. Sometimes I call it universe, sometimes I call it spirit, sometimes I call it Howard. That goes back to the Our Father. I've said that with a number of people over the years and gatherings, and some people say, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And if you've ever wanted to say that, you have my permission to do that. You can say, when somebody calls you on it, say, oh, but Cheryl said I could do that. And so they won't know who I am, but that's fine. But I believe in a God as I understand God, because I was also taught that. I get to reach out in ways that fit for me. Now, we have a 5-step prayer here. And I would suspect that probably everyone knows what those are, but if you don't, please reach out to somebody on the ministry team and ask us about the 5 steps of prayer, because we'll be glad to give you just a brief version of how that works. Because when I first encountered that prayer, I thought, oh my gosh, they're telling me how to pray, and they have this formula, and oh, I can't do that. But when I studied it a bit, I saw that it's not intended to be a structure that is etched in stone. It's meant to be kind of a guide into how we put our thoughts and our energy. I was told when I was taking practitioner training, you must learn it and you must follow it when you do your paneling to become a practitioner. After that, you're on your own. So I don't know. I won't say that's the way it always goes, but I will say that I have a prayer that sometimes serves me very well, because sometimes I just need to say, God, show me your face today and help me to recognize it. And I don't know if that's original to me, but I'm claiming it. Because I look around here and I know almost everybody in this room, to one extent or another, some better than others, but I see the face of God in each of you. Some of you, I know some of your backstories. Some of I don't know anything about your lives outside of this room, but I can see the face of God. And when people are nodding yes, that tells me that you can see the face of God too. Yes, and somebody's pointing at me. Thank you, Dawn and Cheryl. You know, it's kind of why we hang out here. One of the reasons we hang out here, and one of the other reasons, and my friend Kathy over there reminds me that it's so we can be reminded. And one day she said something like, "By Thursday was it that you?" Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday. She said, by Tuesday she needs a reminder, and I said, "You remember that long?" Because I have to admit, you know, there was a cartoon when I was a kid, and the character had these little figures on the shoulder, and one of them was a kind of a demon, the other one was an angel. And my angel is over here because I'm right-handed, because then I can tap and say, "Hey," once in a while, and the demon, you know, it just runs. I don't, you know, I can't always control that one. I try to control that one. Honestly, I do. Because, in all seriousness, one of my intentions that I have come to and has become important, and I actually had to claim it out loud to a group of people, one of my intentions is compassion. Compassion is so important. We say love a lot. We say love, 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 there's only love, to the point where I think sometimes we don't even hear it. But if I can say a word that gets my attention, like compassion, then sometimes I wake up. So I was told that I could have any God that I chose to have. I could have a God of my own understanding. And it makes me think of a story I heard, and this man was saying, "Oh, I have this terrible, angry God." And his friend leaned over and said, "Only a person such as you, who could have any God you chose, would choose an angry one." So I invite you today that if you don't think of anything else when you remember this talk, if you even remember this talk, please choose a God that loves you. An energy force around you and moving through you that loves you. I don't care what it looks like outside. I mean, I do care what it looks like out in the outside world, but in this respect, I don't care what that outside energy is telling you. Please trust. Please, please, please trust that there is an energy force that is for you and not against you. Howard Thurman said, "There is a stream in life, a single stream, though it takes various forms. The deep hunger to be understood, and the same deep hunger to understand. They're parallel thoughts, two sides of the same coin." So we come together. We had a workshop that ended last Sunday, and some of you were there. And the topic was resentments. And I know no one in this room has ever had a resentment. Snicker, snicker, snicker. Refocus, reframe, because that's what our goal was, to refocus our thinking and reframe our story so that those messages we're telling ourselves, those tapes that are running in circles through our minds, can somehow change. I had a recent thought that if I'm not learning anything from my resentments, I'm not paying attention. They come to me as lessons. They come to me for different messages as time goes on. So, to drop our grudges, release our burdens, that was our goal. And that was a lovely gathering, and there was a lot of sharing. And so that's community. And I embrace community here. That's, for a period of time after I found this philosophy, I had stopped going to a center. But I still had the magazine every month. And sometimes I got it at Barnes & Noble. I read that, and I read that. And then one day something happened, and I was back going to that center. And I realized when I was back that I don't get the same feeling if I'm not in community. I mean, I can tell myself a variety of things. I can read things, and I can reframe things. But community really does gives me an opportunity to hear what you all have to say. I may not agree with everything everybody says. And sometimes what I disagree with gives me a chance to rethink what I think. It's all a formula for me. To be an outward expression of our inner edge. That's where values become visible. There are new perspectives that emerge when we take that risk to be ourselves. And I think that just showing up in this room today is a message, well, at least it is to me, because I'm going to interpret it that way, a message that you want to feel differently. Even if you're feeling good right now, you want that to evolve into something even greater perfection. Because I've got to tell you, I'm not fully baked. And I will not be fully baked until I leave this plane. My dad was a lifelong learner. He took Spanish when he was in his mid-70s, I guess. He took Spanish because he had taken a part-time job in a place where there was people that mainly spoke Spanish, and he wanted to be able to communicate effectively. Now, I wouldn't, well, I'll just say that, this about that. We have a son that took a few years of Spanish, and when I ask him to translate something, he goes, huh? He was taught that if you want to learn Spanish, you must think in Spanish. So he tried watching soccer. He did all this homework, of course, but today he couldn't translate for you. So take the action. I invite you to take the action. I won't tell you what to do. I invite you to take the action to live your truth, whatever that truth is, and embrace community. Share your truth. Thurman goes on to say, our inner insights on the nature of God are not meant to stay hidden. They are meant to be achieved in deed. That means action, in case anybody wonders. Action. I've been taught that I'm not in the results business. I'm in the actions business. And sometimes I put some things out there and they don't turn out the way I'd planned. And I sometimes will lament that. I will sometimes resent that. But the truth is I really have no control once it leaves my mouth or my hands or my world, my control, which is my thinking. I have no control of how they turn out. So he goes on to say that they can become a sacrament, like a ceremony. And we can see them as a gift that we offer to our fellows. And that's why I think that it's important to remember that we're better together. We're better together. Somehow find that middle ground and work together. I saw something posted that I'm kind of using as a trigger for me, a cue, a mental cue. And this person who posted on Facebook that he sat for a long time watching the wind strip the last leaves off of a tree and think about love for a few moments. The home runs, the promotions, the grand reunions, he remembered those. But in that moment, he saw the gray hairs on his father's head, the white whiskers around his childhood dog. He realized he had it all wrong. That love wasn't just those events. It was those events, but that wasn't the only thing that mattered. Nice to remember them. But real love was the slow walk, slowing his gait to match another's gait, standing still to be just something to lean on, someone to hold on to. And that to me means someone to hold on to when we're not feeling so strong, not feeling so able to move forward in our lives. Holding someone strong in a moment of need. So I invite you to come here today and then go out into the world and where you feel safe. And we strive to make this a safe place. We respect your confidentiality. All of your prayers to the ministry team, they're held in strictest confidence. Any sharing we've done around this workshop, around that gathering we had, which has become so lovely, Kathy has, over there, Kathy, you all know Kathy. She's facilitating that. That has grown into such a lovely experience of togetherness and confidentiality where people can be themselves and know it's safe. So I invite you to go out into the world and embrace that and give that gift of yourself. Give that gift of yourself. You'll know when to do it. You'll know when to do it. Kendra. And Shannon. And Dawn. I say it that way because her father's also done, in case you didn't know. And I want to be sure you get that that's Dawn. And Reverend Julie and Reverend Don. And Blaine and Annie. And my friend Ruth. And all of y'all that I'm not mentioning just because I don't want to take up all the time with your names, but introduce yourselves to somebody that you don't know, okay? And say, she forgot me, so this is who I am, okay? Explore and reflect. Determine what you really believe about your own higher power. And if you don't remember anything else of what I've said today, please remember that you are a unique individualization of spirit, of God, higher power, whatever name you give that. Howard, you're an individualization of that power. And I embrace that, and I respect that, and I say to you, the God in me honors and loves the God in you. Thank you.
sometimes after the talk or during the talk, I get this like, this is how you should connect the song, Annie. Today it was just like, just have fun. So we're going to have fun with this song. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling. Lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Well, everyone has a story. Everyone has pain. When we strip away our mask, we find we're really all the same. It's those simple things we say and do that will be so much. It's a smile of connection, a simple love and touch. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling. It lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Today I'm gonna ask myself, what more can I do to be a radiant child of God? Let my light shine through. Gonna take myself, be my guide to be the best of me. Gonna share my joy, share my love, give it proudly. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is that feeling that's deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Jack and Jill went up that hill to fetch a pail of water. When Jack fell down and broke his crown, well, Jill came running after. Said, Jack, tell me, what can I do to help ease your mind? He said, hold my hand and just be kind. I know I'll be fine. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is that feeling that lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Now that's some fun.
All right. How are you feeling now? Oh, this is just my kind of Sunday. I come and I could even be tired if I stayed up too late last night, and just my heart is filled and my energy field is alive with the Spirit. So thank you so much, Blaine and Annie. Thank you, Cheryl. I feel so blessed today. And so now is the time in our service that we have an offertory, and you know that's traditional. I don't know how far back that goes. It goes way back. I know the Catholic Church used to sell, and I was a Catholic, so I really know this stuff. They used to sell indulgences, and I know Martin Luther didn't like that. I'm okay with it because it helped build St. Peter's, and it came out good, and we all who bought them felt like we're helping somebody get out of purgatory, and that's kindness, I think. That's kindness. So we're not doing that, but we're offering you the offertory time to share from your heart for this community, and that we may come together forever and often and provide a place for other people. So, yeah. Oh, I think there's an affirmation, which divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I have, all that I receive, and all that. Thank you, God. Oh my God. I didn't have it in front of me, and I just felt, okay, you keep going. Well, actually, I think I do have it in front of me, so I apologize. After saying this every day, maybe for 20 years, I should have it. But anyway, ahead of time, know that what we give, what we receive, goes around. It's consciousness. So as we step into greater trust, stretching, going out on the skinny branches, I love that. That maybe our gift might take us a little bit of a challenge and see where our conscious goes with that.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have.
I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And I just hold those words knowing that I am so blessed because this is the truth. And as we open ourselves up to really realize that and experience that, the blessings just become more and more obvious. And I am so blessed that everyone here is so wonderful that they show the God in them. And I'm grateful for these offerings that serve this community. And I just say, thank you, God, and so it is. Yeah. Wow. And you can take him over there. So let's stand and say our prayer of protection and then our peace song. Just really holding that idea for peace too. And know this, that the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well indeed.
got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. My God is so good to me. When my day is over singing, God is so good. When my day is over singing, God is so good. When my day is over singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. My God is so